Hey, Greg.
Hello.
Hey, Greg.
Okay, it did get Kinku. Sweet. That is, we'll see how that goes. Okay.
Yeah, my computer's still black. Ugh. Bad news that the turtle ray gun house for the map.
Like, it says that you're on my end.
But we can't see or do anything. Like, can't even pull up our character sheets in there. Like, I have my physical one, but I've got nothing on the computer.
Bree, Gabe, or is everything working on your end?
Everything's working on my end. My CPU is running a little hot, but that's like my own hardware issues.
Fortunately, we just live in the woods.
Oh, this is a perfect use case for this.
Yeah. We've got,
Did I ever make you... Did I ever make you listen to Stellar Firma?
I've listened to some of that.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that they use that as the theme song.
This is just like every YouTube tutorial where it's just like working through a couple of slides to fix a problem. This is the background music that I always pick, and I think it is the perfect, like, sorry, technical difficulties music.
Sorry, robots are fighting with me.
right now, it's a satellite fighting with a modem, fighting with the clouds in the sky, and a bunch of trees that suddenly have leaves again.
And then every once in a while, CenturyLink just really loves to shit the bed anyway.
Gotcha. I don't know if there's any troubleshooting we can do on our end.
Not
I think we just
really.
have... No. I think we're just gonna let it go.
Like, there's a lot that we can theater of the mind, but there's, with the new mechanics of this system, I'm not sure how much we can do.
Yeah, I don't have a... I don't know what my stats are.
Gotcha.
So, like, I could physically roll if you have access to my character sheet and can tell me what I need.
I can shut mine off for a minute and see if we can get your computer to load at least.
Yeah, like, I could roll for you guys if we need to. I guess.
Sorry.
This is what I didn't want the sound effect to be this useful already. No.
Didn't want to use it right off the bat.
This was supposed to be a meme when I was going to the bathroom later.
There's no way you can pull it up on your phone or anything?
I mean, I don't know that it would make a difference, just because it would still be our shitty internet.
Could you use your phone as a hotspot?
Probably not. My cell service, is even less reliable than our shitty internet.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna see if I can do anything on my iPad, maybe. don't even have
I
this.
wonder what set it off, because we've had 2 sessions without it being a problem.
I literally think it's the weather. Like,
Yeah.
it's been blower since I got home, and I really think it's the weather.
Is it cloudy where you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are using a satellite, then that'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have.
It's raining.
Okay, well, okay, I guess I could... I mean, I've got access to everybody's stuff. It would take a little bit longer. I can send Tina your character sheet to you, just in the group chat. So...
Yeah.
So you got something to work with. I can ask you for roles, and you can apply this to it. And we can kind of meet in the middle somewhere. David, do you need yours, or do you have all your stuff physically?
I have all of my stuff physically. I'm trying to log into. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up on my iPad. Could you post the link in Messenger again? Because it's not letting me into my Discord. It will always let me into my Messenger.
Alright. Okay. Tina, is there any other sheets on your stuff that you want me to send to you, or is that basically what you need?
I think the only other thing that I would maybe need is weapons, but I guess we can cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, I can just go ahead and send this to you, just to have it. And it looks like it's not going through on there, so I guess I will send it to you on Facebook. So... did you get those?
Yeah.
Okay. David, how's the iPad coming along?
Frozen at halfway. How? Honey, God damn it. Don't have to use claw for everything.
Yes, I
It's
do.
going crazy.
Brianna, are you dying? What's happening?
I freaking choked on my water.
Well, could you drown a little quieter? We're having technical difficulties.
Oh, maybe it'll eventually load, but at least with the character sheet, you can kind of futz with it.
Okay. I guess just pending a cloud clearing up over you guys, we can go ahead and start.
Yeah.
Okay. So... the last time that we all played, you guys successfully made the jump over towards the to Bjorn's village. Name to be determined. As you guys did, you were given a tour of the city, or the town, and found it to be very rural and quaint, mostly populated by kids, a couple of bullywugs, a few adults that you see going to and fro, but majority of the adult population is out fighting against the encroaching vines of the new rainy season that are coming along. You guys decided to go and help with the kids in the area to assist Barbagine with the youngins and wrangling them. In the process of doing so, Torbjorn, you choked out Billy, and had created a wrestling ring in the middle of the town, and uncovered a plot by a couple of the other older kids to go fight some wuggs between you and Stormwind. Speaking of, at this point, Bjorn, as you go in for the tackle towards Stormwind to give her a one-on-one schooling on how to wrestle the correct way, since neither of you have character sheets, I'm just going to say roll an opposing d20, highest number. Describe what happens.
I mean, you gave us our character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then...
I rolled a
have
19.
I rolled a 13.
So, Stormwind, as Bjorn comes in for the tackle, what do you do?
I'm gonna dodge out of the way. I see him coming and I duck and roll.
With that, Bjorn, you kind of like streak past and like end up catching yourself before you stumble into the mud yourself. Around this time, kind of seeing you guys start to scramble a little bit. In the background, you see Rivet just sign. She says, "Well, actually, I think I'm going to stick around here for a little while to make sure this projector keeps running." And as you turn towards the back, you see like you see Randy taking the projector and just hucking around the room, like, "The bow, look at it, go get it. We're gonna wrestle it." And then just like the projector is like it almost starts to look like a rave where it's floating around, and you just see Rivet just kind of like twitching a little bit, like signs quickly, "I might need to make more of these. I'll deal with this." And then she just kind of scuttles away into the tent to try and help Barbagine.
That there might be one of the bravest women I've ever met. Alright, now get back here! And I turn around and rush Stormwind again.
No!
I guess contested athletics again.
Athletics.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I rolled 17 minus 1 is a 16.
Well, that beats my 6 plus 3,
It
which is
happens
a
again.
9.
I'm covered in mud and vomit, and so I'm slippery.
Alright, you got the idea. Now what do you do?
Is this the part where I return, where I also tackle?
I mean, you can play keep away for as long as you want, but you can't win unless you do something.
Okay, I'm going to try and tackle him back. I'm gonna try and get low and, something about physics. Lower center of gravity. Except we're both tall as fuck, and he's larger than me.
So as Nana and Torbjorn, as you see these two just kind of like flailing at each other, are you guys doing anything in this moment?
I'm just gonna watch.
I'm also gonna just watch.
I'm gonna give some pointers for Stormwind, Like go for his legs, get him off his center of gravity.
Okay.
So,
Kids will be kids. I'm just gonna let them figure it out.
so
Can I give Stormwind? Can I help her by giving her advice?
I'd say with the help action, you give Stormwind advantage on this roll, just kind of coaching her through the motions during this this battle, teaching her how to wrestle the correct way.
Yeah.
Cool. Yikes. Okay, I rolled a 7 and an 18, so it's 17.
Well, I got a 15 on my die, but I get a plus 3, so it's an 18.
Oh shit.
So you both collide. As you do, you come into a lock. Neither of you really being able to pick up or throw the other. It's this tense moment where you're just kind of shoving each other back and forth.
Do we roll again?
Yeah, I guess it's where it was even. Just roll again, see if somebody can come on top of this situation.
Beat her by 1 on that last roll.
Yeah, I have a -1, so I got a 17.
Oh, well, then there's this tense moment of lockup. Bjorn, what do you do as you barely get the edge? What do you do in this moment as you've got her kind of wrapped up in a hold?
As she's pushing against me, I kind of use that and turn and kind of push her around me, and then use that momentum to trip her up and knock her to the ground.
Another splat, and you are back down on your ass once more in the muck. You just hear from the tent line just a little chuckle as Lyra just looks around, just that's definitely a good luck for you.
So are you gonna do anything to help, or are you just gonna sit on your ass?
Oh, I'm supervising here. I'm making sure that you guys do all the tasks in a timely fashion. I see you took care of the snot lickers, and you're gonna need your clothes washed, but I'm just, right now, making sure I can report back to the leaders that you guys are functioning well as a team. Points to the little one. She's kind of taking it head on in there, and as you look back towards the tent, you see Rivet trying to crawl out, and it's that moment where somebody grabs her legs and drags her back in. Hands dig in. She's signing furiously, "Help me! Help me!" Then just goes back under into the cloth.
While Lyra is looking in the tent at Rivet, can I tackle her?
Let's see.
Because she's got wizard like written all over her.
I guess go ahead and make a contested athletics check here.
Like, I'm not very strong, but I don't think she is either. I rolled it. I got 7.
Let's see. Athletics. Yeah, she kind of like, as you rush towards her getting low, she just takes one step, pats you on the back to knock you off balance, and you just kind of faceplant and skid. As she just like, yeah, you're gonna have to do better than that. Alright, Shitstorm has definitely got this handled. That I can see. I'll see you all later. And then just, she sachets away once again.
I'm gonna murder her one day.
Alright, Stormwind, you're doing good. Alright, so, your problem is, you're good at the slippy bit, but you're not so good at the taking down bit, and unfortunately, the taking down bit's the most important. So you gotta use the slippy to your advantage. Honestly, you ain't gonna need to wash your clothes for a while, because you need that mud. That's important mud right there. That's your base plate.
Great. Cool. I believe in me. I can do it. So, you gonna lead us to the pit? To the wuggin pit?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna, real quick, run over and stick my head into the school tent and, see what kids are, like, at the back of the room, or, like, closest to the door, I guess. And just kind of like, hey, which one of you knows where the wuggin is?
You get a couple of kids, and just like, Randy's towards the back too, but you see two other boys, which you know to be Merle and Haggard. They're just kind of like, the three of them look and just like, I mean, I know where the pit is, but you're too old to be showing that.
No. It's for my friend. It's for my friend. Billy was going to take her, and then, he got a little sick, so he can't go. So I just need to know which one of you... you don't even have to tell me where it is. I just need to know that someone else here knew where it was. So you all know where it is. But y'all are here with the projector, right? Are y'all going today?
No, we're not. No. And then, like,
right, cool.
you hear Randy from the background just like, I mean, I can go for some wrestling, but I don't know, football! And you just see him throw a projector. Rivet just ducks in the corner and starts signing, you godless heathens, and it goes into this, like, long string of curse words, but then all of a sudden another one just like, give me another football! And then...
Randy don't need to come. He's no good in mud anyway. Alright, thanks y'all. And I run back out, and as I'm walking towards Stormwind, I cast Disguise Self and make myself look like Merle.
Okay. So you all watch as there's this, like, shifting moment where this lanky form just kind of shifts down to this kind of pug-nosed, shorter, furball that's just walking around about half for as far as Bjorn goes, a quarter of his height, just coming up to the rest of your group.
Alright, what the rest of y'all got for disguises? I look at Nana and Torbjorn expectantly.
I have a costume, but it's not really a child disguise.
Could we put some mud on it?
I don't know. Okay.
Slap a hand on him. A muddy, muddy hand.
I haven't really thought about what Torbjorn's gladiator costume looks like. But no, I don't. I don't
Not
really
really a
like the
disguise type.
things that pop up on Google Images for this.
Bjorn, is there any kind of like bushes that I could hang out in? Because really disguises aren't my thing, but I'm small.
You wanna just buy? No, that ain't right. You gotta at least put some mud on it. And I hold up a nice handful of mud for her.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the camouflage angle, and I'm also gonna cover myself in mud.
I'll help whoever is getting covered in mud. Because I am now covered in mud.
Honestly, with y'all's heights, both of you, if you just use enough mud, they won't notice. Just don't say anything too old people like. Don't call them children or anything weird like that.
Can you just not put it on my good clothes? Like,
What?
Just not on the good clothes. I have some leather armor. I'm gonna try to put on just.
Nana,
Just not.
I ain't trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but you either if you're coming with us, you're gonna have to get a little dirty. So you probably shouldn't have worn your best clothes, but it's on it winter anyway.
I'm coming. Just Stormwind, if you don't mind, just help out. And just like kind of sticks her arm out like a kid does whenever you're trying to put sunscreen on them.
Yeah, and I do like when you've got too much sunscreen in your hands and just really wipe it on there. But it's mud. And I'm dripping in it.
It's just like a spa day. Yeah.
And then I just rub it on your face.
Thank you.
It is real good for the. Look at me.
Which I will say, it's probably jarring because you see like the mouth moving of Bjorn like at like knee height, but the sound's coming from like way up high.
Yeah. We are gonna have to get creative with how this works. I am not going to be able to participate, but this should be able to get me there at least. Stormwind, it's on you to either win the wrestling or Torbjorn. You could probably participate if you're muddy enough, right?
I imagine Torbjorn is absolutely like just a brown blob, like Clayface from an animated Batman.
See, like this here is how you do a base leg. We can build on this.
I guess it won't get hard because it's just kind of misting anyway.
Oh yeah.
So I guess for those of you that are not expending a spell slot or doing anything else, if those that are just covering up in mud, please make either a survival or a let's see, survival or deception check, your choice.
Do I need to? Because I'm a kid.
You are a child. You are good at flossing. You pass the test just by merit.
Delightful.
And by your bold standards, you won't be an adult for like 10 years anyway.
Deception is... I think I put too much mud on me.
So Nana, it's very easy for you to pass as a child. All you just need is a couple of spots of mud to cover up some of the crow's feet and the silver
Hey,
chair
now.
a little bit.
Hey, now.
They're tasteful. They're tasteful. But Thorbjorn, being the magnificent specimen that you are, no amount of mud is going to hide your just sheer physique. It may take some extra steps to convince the kids that Thorbjorn is a child.
Stormwind, you're gonna have to teach him to floss real quick.
Do you know how to hit a gritty?
Yes, I can do that one. I can do that one.
Oh, I know that.
gonna-
I used to
I'm gonna
do
hit
that
the
when I was a kid.
I got a 19 to gritty.
Any kind of physical activity, while being stealthy is not one of them, but dance. What is dance but if not another way to kill your foes on the dance floor?
Exactly.
Being a master of all things physical, what the fuck is a gritty? That's just...
I don't
Here,
remember.
wait,
It's the thing with your
um,
feet.
Gritty is absolutely some
really
like
here.
good weed that Danny used to smoke back in the day. And that's exactly what she's thinking it is.
I can post a video of Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge hitting the gritty.
Oh god. Okay, well...
I hope that explains everything.
It does nothing, but okay. Whatever the hell that is, you do it so well. So the sick dance moves and mud in hand. What would you all like to do?
Let's get there.
Yeah.
Let's go rustle some toads.
Do we know where it is?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. You're
I helped clear up the spaceport. So I guess we're just gonna, because I think it's probably somewhere up along the river that's like to the side.
Yeah. So you guys, going from the town center, you make your way through a couple of the rows of tents, and once you hit on the outskirts of town, you come to where there's this like large pond that kind of filters into a small stream that flows downhill. As you guys follow that stream heading down there, it eventually gets kind of muddier. The flora changes from well-trodden paths to more ferns and undergrowth. The pine needles grow thicker, and your footing goes from being, almost a rocky or grassy terrain to just that gentle crunch and slide of a thick bed of pine needles. Following this water even further along, it begins to wash out and get flat, and you kind of hit this like bog. It's like there's not standing water, but it's definitely saturated area, and everything has kind of gone from something easy to stand on to just you get that like, and if you step, you're definitely having to be conscious to not lose a boot in some locations. Around this time, as you're a good distance away from the village at this point, you begin to hear some like the sounds of a trickling brook that kind of comes from the saturated area, coalesces once again and goes into a small downhill area. And standing on the top of this ridge, you look and you see a number of small child-sized individuals, all of them like kind of lanky bodies, big hands and bulbous eyes that kind of are tracking in all directions. And in the center of this kind of washed out area, the stream kind of flows into a bigger mud bog with about ankle to knee-deep water, depending on where you're at, and you see a smattering of what you assume to be bullywugs, and towards the center of this area, you see a number of kids, and the one taller girl standing off to the side, just yelling out like, "Come on, Fancy, you got this! Come on, it's your last chance, Fancy! Don't let me down!" And you see this other girl just like, "I got it, Patsy! I got it!" And then you just see this bullywug let out this croak of like, and then just all of a sudden you see Fancy just get hucked and just head over heel fly into the water, and there's this moment of silence as all of the bullywugs look, and then all the kids look, and then everybody just kind of like cracks up laughing as you see what you assume to be the wuggin arena.
What? Yeah.
Can
The
I...
what?
The wuggin arena.
Oh, sorry.
Can I make like a check to see like the quality of the arena?
You do not need to make a check. You look down
Okay.
and you see a half flooded like creek bed that's turned into a pond. Some detritus at the end of it has kind of gotten logged and caused this water to stand. It is just a mud pit. It's a giant mud pit.
Okay.
But I would say, just with looking around, you look towards the center of this arena, and there seems to be a small outcropping of glowing crystals in the center.
In the center of the mud pit, there's glowing crystals?
Yes.
Interesting. And does everyone else sees this too, right?
Yes. And I'd say at this point, I will go ahead and show you guys the map.
That's a nice arena.
Love to see it one day.
I rate it a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 wrestling arena.
Here, I
It's a
will
good mud pit.
put this in the chat for you guys.
Reminds me of the pit I grew up in.
Born in this hole, I'll die in this hole.
Now look, that's a serious saying around here. Be careful.
Is this a generational pit, or is it like the woods got to move around too to avoid the
Yeah,
vibe?
no, this pit's only about 5 years old. I won my championship in a different hole somewhere away. Ooh, that is a good map.
Oh man.
Good.
Oh boy.
Alright, y'all. Stormwind, you're gonna have to take point on this, because you're the only one who's ingratiated yourself to anyone, and is actually a child. I just have to hang back, because if I get too close, they're gonna ask too many questions.
You know too much.
I do.
Weston, am I supposed to see
Like-
anything?
You should be able to see. Have you not loaded in?
It's black, and then I see like something little like little tiny stuff that I guess are those bugs that are flying around? I see stuff moving around.
There are bugs. No, those are
That's our
the
cursors.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
you
it
might
is.
need to zoom in.
I'm zoomed completely out and in, and there it's just black, and I can see your little your mouse is moving around. That's it.
Okay.
Are there any children that should be on this map visible?
There's no child token in the monster manual, but there sure are some kids on this map somewhere.
Okay.
They're all covered in mud. You can't tell the difference between bullywugs and children
Yeah.
Okay.
when we're all in the dirt.
The ones with the big eyes that got the most vision, them's the kids. I'm kidding.
I mean, you should have vision. Why? Ugh. Let's see.
Here's a fun question. Can you see my mouse moving around?
I see something moving around.
I'm doing like a figure 8.
I see Gabe's.
I see
No.
Dustin's mouth.
I guess not.
You
I don't
should-
see anyone else.
I don't see anything in a figure 8 motion.
Why? Gabe can see. Why can't you? That makes no sense.
Built different.
It's just built different. Yeah.
Man, his eyes are bad.
Give me to here. I'll refresh it. You guys continue.
Real quick, I was just thinking, Thurman can take point just by talking about like how, keep Billy planning about the place and everything. But that's when you two can come in and do the gritty and
Exactly.
can work together. Because Billy ain't here to name something yet.
Okay, I see it now.
We're
good.
See you doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That should be enough for Patrick to at least take it.
So with the gentle splashing of water on this trailhead, so what do you guys do?
Guess I'm gonna take point. And I'm gonna try and look friendly as I go up to the first muddy child and say hello.
You kind of
Billy
see
told me about the wuggin pit.
there's a moment of hesitation as you see all of the bullywugs. They immediately they track you and just sink into the water until they disappear. And you see all of the kids kind of look around a little bit, and they're like, "Oh no!" Like parents. And Patsy kind of steps forward, the tallest of the group, and she goes like, Now who said that y'all could come over here? We's having a good time. We ain't hurting nobody. We didn't ask for any adults over here."
We're not adults. See? And I floss. Can an adult do that?
Wait.
Give me a performance check with advantage, and then she kind of looks over towards
We have to
Bjorn and
we
just
have
like,
to all
Earl,
sync.
Earl,
We have-
why did you leave? Why did you leave some? Wait, what? And then so I guess give me performance or deception checks with advantage the two of you, since you have definitely flaunted your dance skills before perfectly.
Both of us.
Okay, I have a better deception, so I'm gonna do that. It's a 19 total.
Another 19.
God damn. All right, both of you floss, you gritty. They almost take you watch as Patsy takes a step back and just be like, "God damn, you can." All right, okay, y'all some kids, okay. You tall for kids, but That's all right. I reckon that's all right. Okay. Merle, who's your new friends?
The real muddy one took out Billy, and the other one helped. So Billy asked me to bring them out here for it. They're gonna be real good against me.
Go ahead and give me a deception check with advantage because of your disguise, but I'm assuming Bjorn's not the best at changing his voice. So
I just sound like me, and I assume that everyone in town except for Crosby will be over there.
I don't think I heard it.
Sorry? Yeah.
Oh, I was saying that Bjorn definitely doesn't change his voice, but he just assumes everyone sounds the same because he's never noticed a difference in anyone's voices before. All right.
With advantage because of the disguise self, but yeah.
Yeah, so deception is charisma, which thankfully isn't too bad. So I got a 15.
Okay. Just like, I mean, if they can wrestle some kids, then I mean, Billy's not too much to be talked about, but all right. And you kind of see her. She like makes this weird like sound, and you see all the wuggs just slowly starting to rise from the water, and they all look at you with like a challenger approaches stances. Now, Merle, did you go and tell them what the rules of the wuggin pit is?
I told them they needed to meet Patsy before they did any of that mess.
You're damn right. And she kind of puffs out her chest a little bit, and you see her kind of make her way walking across the water, and she definitely like you don't think she should be able to walk this quickly in the water, and she kind of steps a little bit, and you those of you with a higher perception notice it almost as if the water like kind of splits a little bit around her. Something seems kind of odd about that. But she makes her way towards you and just like looks around back at her crew. Just, Fancy, you let me down on that one, girl. And she said, "I know, I'm sorry." And she turns back to the rest of you. Maybe y'all can do better. What's your name?
Corwin.
I like it. You got some good height on you, girl. All right. And you? And she looks towards you, Nana.
Jill.
Yep. I'm also gonna come up with a fake name. I'm Terry Bourne. Be confused with my brother, Jason Bourne.
Okay, so we have Jill. Why are you coming with that?
Because what if I need to be an adult named Torbjorn somewhere else to interact with the kids?
Pretending to be his own dad.
Yeah, that's why he's here.
So Torbjorn, you're now Terry Bourne. Terry Bourne. Okay. Can I call you Terry?
Yeah.
Okay, Terry. Jill? Well, I guess all of y'all, I know you fought Billy, but that's really not saying too much. What's your special moves? What's your walk-up music? Tell me what you can do.
I mean,
Mostly just slippery. They dodge real good.
Okay, we need that around here, alright?
I think it might be better to just show you when I have the chance.
That's ominous, and I don't... Okay, alright. I mean, you're big, so I guess that's good for you. We'll put you up against Jethro. Let's see, Jill, what can you do?
Make sure you don't die.
She kind of like squints at you a little bit. Go and roll a deception check for me. That sounds a little fishy. What do you
sounds
mean,
like a very adult thing
That's
to say.
irresponsible.
I try to. I'm just like, I think she was just here to observe. I don't think she's more of a fighter. She's more of a. She's from that group. I think she's more of a magic person.
What I say?
Jill's
Deception.
really good at kissing boo-boos.
That's
Did you say deception, Dusty?
No.
Yeah.
You don't let other kids kiss boo-boos.
yeah, that's weird.
I can tell you needed to roll that because I rolled a nat 20 on that insight check, but you win.
Oh, shit. What did you roll,
Jill
Brie?
had 22.
Oh boy.
Jill has seen some shit in her life, and she just knows that death is around, and she's doing everything possible to make sure nobody else has to experience it.
She just, you watch as Patsy looks at you and it's like, all right, twice bitten, once shy. Okay, all right, we could use, I'm sorry. I mean, okay, Jill, all right, a little scary, all right, well, let me, I guess I'll work on the brackets for a second, Merle, why don't you come here for a second? Why don't you talk to me about these three?
Oh, yeah! You weren't... would I remember if she was there when we first ported in?
Just go ahead and give me a history check.
Ooh. Intelligent. One of my worst ones. Oh, just a check. Okay. Okay, I got a 14.
With a 14,
14.
You don't specifically remember seeing Patsy in the gang at the intro party.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, no, y'all remember that magic circle they've been drawing out there in the town center?
Yeah.
They came through with that. There's some older folks that came with them, but then for some reason they brought kids with them. I guess to see what we're up to. But like to hang out, I don't know. Like they seem pretty sheltered. I think they're trying to learn about other cultures, and this is kind of like our biggest thing. The adult stuff don't matter, but this wuggin is important. So I don't know. They came across with them. One of them still back in the school doing some with some like. You ever seen like a living thing made of metal? Anyway, yeah, they came with this magic people. So I don't know exactly, but I saw that one take down Billy, and I saw that one slip out of the hole from the old one.
Okay, well, I mean, if you say so, they seem alright. I mean, those dance moves, that's something else. I can use that light footwork out here. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go put the bracket together, I'm gonna go talk with the wuggs. You just make sure they stay over here and, ask Jill if she needs anything. She just got that look in her that, Mom says it's one of them haunted looks, And he said to look out for them youngins that have that. So I just want to make sure she's all right. So if we need to get her something, the dad says something about therapy. Maybe that we can get her one of those. I'm sure we can find one out in the woods.
I don't know what peeing on her will do, but I do think that there's a lot of people that come from places that aren't as fortunate, so I will do what I can.
And she kind of gives you like one of the like mock salutes that like she's seen one of the Reapers use, and just like, all right, thank you, I'll be back. And then she kind of runs into the water, and again you notice this moment where she almost like cuts through the water a little bit faster than she really should at this moment.
Yeah, and I have really good perception, so it's just like I clocked that immediately. Just like there's something special about that girl, and I ain't just talking about the wuggin. Anyway, Jill. And I go back over to Nana. I'm just like, so is that your real name?
That's a great question. No, no, it's not.
Jillian, ain't it?
You know, I was just trying to think of a kid's name, and Jillian was one. You know, spelled a little bit weird because dwarves. It's just like that
with the
name.
G.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but my husband never really cared for it, so we just never made one with a Jillian. So just gonna kind of go from there. And Jill's a fun nickname because kids don't really go by their full names. So yeah, Jill it is.
Yeah, we do not go by our full names. If you call Patsy Patricia, she will kill you. I don't care how scared of you she is.
So what kind of stuff do? What do you want me to do?
I guess hang out and I don't know. She said something about therapy. I told her I don't
Don't
know
worry.
what peeing on you, but
Don't worry about that. I was just make believing.
well, you're gonna have to keep make believing. So let's figure out what this therapy is together, so we can put on a good show. I don't
Okay.
want to lose.
Can I insight check Nana?
Sure, give me an insight check. Nana, if you could give me whatever roll feels appropriate to counteract that.
Is she make believing?
Patient.
And I was like, am I make believing?
Persuasion or deception? And I've seen it where people don't tell you which one they're doing. You just do it.
Just give us the number at the end of that.
Ooh, girl, you gotta lie real good. I got a 21.
What would be my one to roll?
That's up to you. You can do deception. You can do persuasion. You keep the roll secret. You just give us you just tell us the number at the end. We don't know which way you're swinging.
I think it does. Oh, no, public roll. I don't want a public roll. I want a self roll. Okay. What did you roll?
A 21.
Okay, yeah, you can tell that I was just doing a persuasion roll, so I was just bullshitting. I was just whatever. Nana hasn't really
fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Nana hasn't really seen a lot of shit, but apparently Jill has.
Oh, she's really getting into character.
Yes.
One of them fancy methodical actors.
Yeah.
Okay. So after you guys kind of talk for a second, you see Patsy kind of tromp out of the mud again and run up to your group like, all right, y'all, I got everything together. So Ray and Cyrus, they're going to be wrestling first. And we're going to have me and one of them, their wugs. Then it's going to be Stormwind, you and one of them wugs, Terry and one of them wugs, and Fancy and one of them wugs. And you sure you don't want to wrestle here, Merle?
No, I feel like I kind of lean into Patsy and just I feel like I need to kind of keep an eye on this Jill, make sure she's okay.
All right, if you need somebody to pee on her, we'll figure that out. All right.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get to the bottom of what this therapy is. She didn't really seem to know either.
I'm gonna ask my mama about that later. All right. Okay. Well, dog counts is what Mama always says. All right. I'll see y'all in the pit. Yeah. And she kind of just stomps off and just Ray and Cyrus, get to it. And then you just see them wrestle, and then just splatter into the mud. So is there any preparations you guys would like to do before it comes to your turn in the bracket?
I don't think I really have anything that I can do.
I'm just gonna like, I don't know. I'm gonna do like my little kind of a prayer, kind of like a short meditation that takes like 20 seconds that I have to do, you know?
Okay.
Right. Usually involves putting some dirt on me, but it's like I'm already covered in dirt. So I just kind of like imitate the motions. And then I'm ready to go.
Okay. So you guys watch as like after this bout concludes. Let me just roll the dice here. Okay. You watch as Ray takes Cyrus, puts him under the water, and she's like, tap out. You gotta tap out, and you see like Cyrus is like tapping him on the shoulder. It's just like, no, the other leg, do it with the other one, tap out with the other one, and then he does the other one. It's like, no, the first one, hey, do it with the first one, and then like all of a sudden he's just like, let me out, I can't breathe. He's just like, hey, if you got enough air to talk, you can breathe, and he dunks him again. But that leads to the conclusion of that. Next we come to Pat.
Ray won.
Ray 1, yeah.
Right. I'm drawing out the bracket.
Okay. Next we come to Patsy and the Wug, and you kind of watch as she takes her sleeves and kind of rolls them up, and as you look, you see kind of like she's like kind of stacked for like a 6.5 or 5.5-year-old, you know, like definitely probably gets into the pits and gets into doing this a lot more than some of the other kids. She's just kind of more built up, and I would say for you specifically, Bjorn, you begin to notice that she's especially moving around in the water. You kind of have a flash of inspiration, and you remember back to whenever you were fighting in these pits, and you remember your first instances when that spark started to come alive in you. But it's different with Patsy. You see, instead of it being fire, it's water. So she kind of quickly goes through the motions and takes one of these bullywugs, takes some mud and throws it into its eye. It's like, and you see it kind of shoot out with its tongue, trying to wrap her leg and pull her under. And as she scoots under, she almost like slides quicker in the water for a second, pops up, takes its tunic, puts it over its head, and then shoves him over into the mud. And like, all right, I win, yay! And then she wins her bout. And next we come to Stormwind.
It's me against a bullywug.
Yes.
Are we getting in the water, or are we on land just like by the water?
Yeah, you kind of see Patsy a little bit out of breath, walks up and just like, all right, Stormwind, you're up next. You gotta get in the water there, girl.
Oh, I gotta get in the water?
It ain't wuggin' if you ain't in the water.
Okay. Stormwind knows how to swim. For sure. It's just been a minute. It's a little bit like, okay, it's just a stream. This is fine. This is cool and normal. And I guess I'm gonna hop in the water.
Alright, so for the purpose of this, it's not deep. It is cold. But it comes up, especially on you, like ankle to knee deep at certain points. Like maybe even the average, mid-calf most of the time. And you kind of see this like little bullywug just kind of like sitting there as you get closer, and it's like leaning further and further back, and before when you get in front of it,
it's all right, I'm gonna get like wide stance, kind of low to the ground, so it can't like sweep me or something. and I want to like brace for impact. I'm gonna try and catch this bullywug like a football, I think.
So I guess at this point, we will switch to battle.
Okay.
Battle wugs.
So go ahead and give me an initiative roll there.
That's so good, Bree.
That is 18.
18 plus your dex mod?
No, it's I rolled a 12, but I get +6, so it's an 18 total.
Okay, so at the beginning of the round, the bullywug is going to go first as he rolled
Shit.
with a +1. Looking at your heightened thing and seeing the stance that you're going with, you kind of hear him let out this low, like, and out of the corner of your eye, you see like 3 of the other bullywugs in the area. They just like bloop, 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 and just drop underneath the water. You kind of lose track of them in a second, and this first bullywug just kind of splashes forward and goes towards you. And at this moment, as you're bracing for it, you feel your feet kind of like slide a little bit. For the duration of this fight, for you in particular, this terrain is considered difficult. But it does not seem to be affecting him as he runs over to try and shove you back into the water. This is going to be a contested athletics check. You can use athletics or acrobatics to try and dodge the grapple.
I think I'm gonna use acrobatics because I think I've got a +5 in that. I rolled a 12 again. +5 is 17.
Okay. So he runs up to you and he splashes up, springs off, and tries to go and push you, and you kind of hunker down and catch him as he kind of like jumps, and you've got him. He's like, you've with a natural 1, you've definitely caught him.
Oh yeah. So I'm not very strong, but if I caught him, can I just try and throw him back to shore into the mud?
Yep. Go ahead and give me.
Is that not what basically what Patsy just did?
Yeah. Essentially, you get the feeling that it's kind of a first one to get dunked loses.
Oh, well, if it's just dunking, then I'm just gonna, I don't know, squat down, put him in the water.
Okay, he's gonna attempt to wriggle out of this so he doesn't get dunked. He's gonna do roll another contested athletics check. You've got athletics, now he gets to use athletics or acrobatics to try and get out of it.
It's a 10 total.
Okay, so let's see. He's going to kind of like wiggle around, and you see him take his tongue and like, and then string it around you and almost make like a harness. So as you bend down to try and dunk him in the water, he just tucks just enough to dodge it. He's not able to break free, but he avoided you dunking him. At this point, he's now going to try and like wrap his tongue around to throw you off balance now that you've bent down to try and pull you forward. And around this point, you start to feel ripples in the water coming from behind you. You guys standing on the edge of the water, you notice ripples as you see the other 3 bullywugs not super stealthily coming around to try and give a little bit of a nudge to the back of Stormwind. So I'm going to do this roll with advantage to try and push you over as the 3 other bullywugs launch out of the water to try and splash you. They do fight dirty. It is a known fact. So that is going to be a 10 to try to knock you over.
So I roll acrobatics?
Or athletics, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 19 on the die, +5 is 24. Can I get a kick on one of the wuggs that's trying to push me down?
You definitely get a foot out, and you kind of hear the like, and it's almost like an air balloon. It's like as he streaks off and skitters across the water. Definitely bounced off the corner, taking one of them out of this engagement. The other two that jumped out of the water look at each other and just like sink T-1000 style into the water, and you just see bubbles as they disperse back. The bullywug that's wrapped around you, it lets out a disheartened like. And does the like Kermit shake thing as he gets ready for it.
Yeah.
So we're still grappled with each other, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna try and throw him back in the water.
Okay. That'll be an 11.
I rolled a natural 20. -1 is
So-
19.
Describe what you do to this poor creature.
I, like, with the momentum that I used to kick the other kid, I spin around and chuck him.
So
Following that momentum through.
So as you do, you spinning around, getting the momentum, you take him, you kind of hear the as you get his tongue off of around you, and his like arms are flailing out, legs are going on. You give one spin and you throw at the bubbles that you see tracing in the water, and you just hear swoosh as you hit one of the other bullywugs that is under the water. You hear Patsy from the corner just like, "Yeah, you go, girl! Yeah!" And then like some of the other kids are just like cheering you on as you have successfully won your bracket. You definitely see the bullywug that just chucked is like laying with his legs on the water, eyes spinning, and just like.
Yeah, I didn't think I could do it.
Nina's cheering in the back. Yay!
Yeah. And I make my way to the shore.
Okay.
Can I do something?
What you want to do?
Well, seeing and watching it, knowing that they don't play nice, I'd also not like to play nice, so I'd like to cast Guidance, and I'm gonna touch Stormwind, and so for Guidance, it gives the ability for one. You can roll touch one willing creature. For the spell ends, target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice. It can roll the die before or after making the check. So I just want to just be like, "You got this, honey," and just kind of tap that. So for one of her,
what is the duration of that spell?
a minute.
Okay.
Or let me, I guess, rephrase it. Since she won her bracket before she leaves to go to the next round, I guess I want to do that then.
Next we come up to the next person in the bracket. So, Terry, it is now your chance to take on one of the wugs. You see Patsy come up to your group just like, that was something else. All right, okay. Well, hot damn. All right, what you got next, boy? Come on. And she looks over towards you, Terry, and leads you towards the pit.
Alright, I'm gonna walk into the pit. Do
Terry's fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't need anything. He's
I
fine.
know which wug I'm fighting, right?
Yes.
Just any. Does it matter which wug? Just any wug?
Just pick one. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay, I'll just pick the biggest wug.
Okay. For that, I will dull all of his stats. You stomp up to Jethro, the biggest of the wugs, and you kind of hear like Patsy in the corner, just like, "Hey, he's kind of the mean machine around here. He I've fought him a couple of times, but he's got boy sturdy. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. He's sturdy. All right, just be safe out there." And she kind of like punches you on the arm, just like, and you watch as she's walking away and jogging. She like is shaking her hand a little bit, just like, damn.
Alright. Hold on. This is is very important to what I'm.
David, did your screen ever load?
No.
All right.
No,
so
I don't-
I'm gonna walk up to him and point at him, and I'm gonna try to intimidate him.
Okay, so just going up to him, give him the stank eye. Go and give me an intimidation check.
Okay, just a 14.
You kind of looks up at you, and because
He probably doesn't even understand what I'm saying.
he just
I'm
he
just
just
gonna
kind of
point
like
at him and be like, "Are you feeling lucky, punk?" And
he
then
does
I'm
not
gonna,
speak
I'm just
common.
gonna, and then I'm gonna like run at him and go for the grapple.
Okay. He kind of lets out this low like, and then both of you go into it. Go and roll initiative for me.
Okay. Okay, I just have to roll. I think I got an 8. Yeah, I got an 8.
With a natural 20, Jethro will go first.
Not problem.
Okay, so he's going to like, and then as he does, you kind of see like two almost like little tadpole-sized bullywugs jump up, and they land on his shoulders, and they both launch two like tongue attacks towards you. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw as they try to go for your eyes as he begins to charge.
Oh no. Okay, an 18.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna make 2 attack rolls.
Wait, I have another image for this.
Let's see. For the versus your AC, the first attack is going to be. Let's see. How does this work? Okay, +3 to hit. So the first one that it shot towards one of your eyes is going to be a 14 to hit.
Okay. Is this against my AC or against
Yeah,
the
this is against your AC.
a 14 to hit?
Yeah.
I don't believe that does not go through.
Okay.
If
how about
I'm still wearing my armor, it doesn't.
I will say that it's up to you. Would you be wearing your armor in this encounter?
Yes, but not the helmet.
Okay. In that case, then the first one, it kind of like you dodge out of the way as one of the tongues fly by. The second one will be a 20 to hit.
A 20 to hit, that does hit.
Okay, so there's this moment where you dodge out of the first one, and then this other tongue just like slaps onto your face, and there's this like odd moment of imbalance as all of a sudden you, all of you from the side of the court, you see this like weird tadpole looking like so think just like fat body, little tail, and like little weenie arms and legs, and this just massive tongue as it just like tongue sticks out, lands onto Torbjorn's face, and then the body of this thing just like one of those sticky hands slaps onto his head, and you see it like wiggling around trying to bat your eyes. Until you remove this critter, you are considered blind.
Cool.
So Jethro is now going to come with you and try to sweep the leg. So this will be a contested. You can choose either athletics or acrobatics. I'm doubling everything because he is the big kahuna.
I'm gonna go for athletics.
Okay. That is going to be a 14.
Okay. No, I got a 10.
So in this moment, you can't tell if it's the frog on your face or what. There's this moment of upheaval as he grabs one tree trunk of a leg, and you just hear, and then you watch as Torbjorn is just flipped ass over tea kettle and this giant splash.
Oh no.
Oh.
He looks down at you and points at you and then waddles off in the water.
Very well.
Oh no!
Jethro moves on to the next.
Yep. I
Ouch.
take my defeat.
Patsy runs up to you in the water and just like, hell, for a big fella, I thought you'd be able to take him, but you put up a good fight. I mean, you know they fight dirty. Did Merle tell you about that? You all right?
I'm all right.
She kind of like pats you on the shoulder and tries to help you up.
Does she accidentally do anything magical with that hat?
I guess he was feeling lucky. I rolled a 4 on that athletics.
Oh
so,
no!
Yeah, I rolled a 4 on the athletics.
Torbjorn was feeling unlucky.
Yeah, I doubled the athletics check from a +1 to a +2.
I have a +6. I really
Wow.
I'm just not used to this waters.
She just
He's
pats
like
you on.
Randy.
Just like maybe you're just better at wrestling on land. We got a couple of youngins around here that's just like that. So don't feel bad about that. Have you met Randy yet?
I think so. Yeah.
That boy will wrestle just about damn near anything. You might look him up. He'll fight you. He'll make you feel better. Well, I'm gonna get back to it. Bye. And then she just kind of like scampers off and back across the water. You hear see her run back. All right, Fancy, you better not let me down again. And her and Fancy and one of these wuggs are gonna try and fight. Let's see who's going to win. Fancy did not let her down. She is going on to the next round.
Fancy's gonna get murdered by
Fancy.
Jethro.
Torbjorn's about to start a blood feud with a frog.
With a child.
Just like the God of the Hindu.
So you kind of see.
Pat-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I pat Torbjorn on the shoulder and I say, I will avenge you.
What was the frog's name, Dustin?
Jethro was his nickname.
Jethro Tull. Jethro Wugg.
Putting new arch nemesis down.
That's really just Torbjorn's like whole arc is creating or finding new arch nemesis. Billy is going to come after you one day.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
All right, so
Yeah. Let me just start my hit list on my notes.
so at this point, you see Patsy kind of run up, just like, okay, well, all right, we got 5 of us left. So if we're gonna get the shiny rock today, we're gonna have to really keep it together. But we tournament rules goes to the winner. So let's see. We got 5. I guess one of us will get a bye. Everybody stick their hand up. First one to do it wins. All right, everybody roll a d6. Highest number will get a bye on the round.
Am I out of the tournament? Or
You
is
are out
there-
of the tournament, yes.
Okay.
Am I involved in this?
You
No.
decided to sit out.
Okay.
So
I
got a
fix the boo-boos.
4.
all right, you got a 4. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
She looks around and everybody like You see off in the distance that like Jethro did not even recognize this was a part of the game. But between you, Fancy, and Ray and Patsy, Stormwind, you and Patsy raise your hand at the exact same time. Fancy's just behind you guys, and Ray's a little confused. Just like, all right, Ray, you're out. You sit this one out, okay? Rest of us, we gonna get to it. And Ray's just like, all right, well, okay. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna get that stone. Yeah. So Ray will move on to the next round, and you see Patsy kind of look at you and just like, well, and she cracks her knuckles. Let's see what you got. And she looks towards you, Stormwind. At this point, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here. Everybody will get a refill of water, and then we will do Patsy versus Stormwind.
Oh boy.
So we're automatically moving forward to the next round.
Yes, yeah, he is.
Oh.
So it's Patsy versus Stormwind, and then Jethro versus Fancy.
Yeah.
Oop.
All right. In the meantime, we'll be back.
Patsy's gonna kick my ass.
Nana got you.
Jill.
Jill with a G, or a, Gil. But it's like one of those tragedy situations where the name's all fucked up. It's Gill. I still have no idea what Nana's actual name is gonna be.
I don't think Torbjorn's gonna leave here until he beats Jethro.
It's gonna be like, yeah, the tournament's finished, and we're all doing great, and for some reason, if the bullywugs get the crystal, Torbjorn just says, fuck you, and just beats the shit out of them. Mine.
So I've been naming the session like episode titles, and apparently David also. Me and David were like same brain.
Yeah.
So we both named this episode "Let's Go Wuggin."
I was gonna say just wuggin was gonna be my thought. I love it. What was episode 2?
The 5 R's.
5? I thought there were 4.
Was the first one pilot?
It was Welcome to the Bubble.
Oh, cute.
Am I the only one who's just been calling them the Bubble Towns?
I don't really know what to call them yet.
Them bubbles. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to call them, so I've been calling them bubbles.
Okay, I'm back.
We've been shit talking.
Exactly.
Me and David both named this episode Let's Go Wuggin.
Like, totally separately, just happened to do the same thing.
That makes my title easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say my new output chain for like uploading these things to YouTube is so much easier now, and I'm curious to see how this Kinku FM thing is going to play with everything. But if it works out, I'm so excited! I can just like download the things and just put it all up at once.
You are going to have to skip the first 15 minutes of us just sitting here and trying to get our internet to work.
I feel like you could cut it.
That's work. It's going up as it is. That's just.
Fair enough.
So I'd say as you kind of like walk off to the corner, Torbjorn, you look at the corner of your eye and you see like Ray got this by, but he's kind of doing a little bit of a dance. He's looking at the water and he's looking towards the woods and just kind of like.
Who got the bye?
Ray.
Okay.
He's just kind of like looking back and forth between the group of everybody in the woods.
Does he need to go pee?
Roll an insight check for me.
Oh, that's a net one.
Nah, he doesn't. He's just looking furtively at the woods and kind of like dancing, crossing his legs, but must be something else going on.
You must got ants in your pants there, and I'm gonna start like patting his pants in his pockets to get the ants out.
Stop it! Oh God! You take my spot! I gotta go! And then you just like see him running. He's like holding his hand to his backside and just kind of like running into the woods.
All right, I take his spot.
So he just kind of like runs over the hill and just like runs further into the woods and just like, I'll be back, and then runs off.
Can I yell after him? Remember, the plants will kill you.
You
guys or you'll die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start humming the nursery rhyme.
So, Ray has now been swapped out with Torbjorn or Terry Bjorn, whatever.
Terry Bjorn. Terry Bourne.
Terry Bourne. Okay. He definitely shouts back like, "Thank you, Terry," as he walks over the hill. Or runs over the hill. So now it comes down to Patsy versus Stormwind.
Oh boy.
So go ahead and roll initiative for me.
I rolled a 1. It's a 7 total after my initiative, but I did roll a 1.
Okay.
It's okay. I want to do what I did last time and just try and hunker down.
Alright, that's going to be a 13 for their initiative. Okay. So, Patsy is just going to be like, well, you're going to have to move quicker than that. And you kind of see her, like, dip around and try and move towards you. She is going to skid under the water, and you kind of track, you've seen it from a distance, but especially, like, this closer, it's almost like she's not really, like, stepping in the water. It's almost like she's, like, halfway walking on it. There's a couple of steps where she'll, like, run, jump, slide, and almost, like, coast over top of it. Now she like takes her hand and steers herself back around you. She grabs one of your feet to try and pull you back to get you to dunk into the water. That is going to be a you're going to need to be a 20.
Oh boy.
And I have cast guidance on her.
So you'll get 1d4 you can add to this if you so choose.
What? Oh, that's gonna be okay, that's... Oh, nope. I rolled a 7, a 4, and I get a +5, which is 16.
With the 16, you kind of feel your foot get jerked, and it's almost as if the water like splashes up your leg a little bit, and she just lets out this giggle, and then bloop, your foot's out from underneath you, and splash down into the water.
Dang. Yeah, I knew she was gonna kick my ass.
You just hear like this giggling as she just kind of like dances on top of the water a little bit, and then comes up and sticks a hand out towards you to pick you up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this 5-year-old's hand and let her pull all 6 foot of me up.
First thing you gotta know about wuggin is you move and you're wet. Or, sorry, you don't move. You know what I'm trying to say. God, you're heavy. She pulls you up, and she's like bracing both feet on the water and just like pulling back. And 100% you can see now she's standing on the water.
That's a nifty trick.
What? And then you see her just like blunk and then sink back down.
Gaslight queen.
I don't know what you're talking about. Cool. No, it's cool. Keep your secrets. Have fun. Good luck in the next round.
And you see her just like skip off.
Yeah, and I slink off.
Okay, so we have on belt 2, Patsy 1. So now we have Jethro and Fancy. Let me see who's gonna win this. So Fancy is just like, all right, I can't let myself down on this one. All right, let's go, Fancy. And she runs into the water, and like Jethro definitely does this thing where he jumps down, picks up her legs, and just does like the like boulder toss over the head. I don't know if you've ever seen the strongman challenges where they throw the like axes over the giant bar. You just see like Fancy just like spin in the air, just like, oh shoot, splash. She definitely hits the water. You hear that wind get knocked her. She's like, like, you let me down. You let me down too hard.
It's okay. He's real big.
And he just does the strut back to the edge of the water, waiting for the next bout. So Patsy comes up to you. All right, Terry. I guess you're our pinch hitter for
Was Ray supposed to fight another wug, or?
Oh, he was supposed to get a bye, so he was supposed to be in this next round. So we're gonna kind of roll for it. We'll see who goes against who. Lowest one gets the bye.
And now it's you, Patty, Fancy, and Jethro, and me.
Oh no, Fancy got dunked real bad. You kind of see her like crawling out off the edge of the water.
Oh yeah,
just be you and Jethro down.
No. That's what I said. I think the mic just picked me up wrong.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's just you, yeah, the three of you, and whoever rolls lowest will get a bye to the next round. Or actually, no, that doesn't make sense.
Because there's the three of us.
Yeah, it'll be loser gets to fight the next one, so they get a second chance. That's how
Loser gets to fight the next. No. It's. I think it should be. Well, actually,
loser fights whoever's next. Yeah.
It's okay. So there's two more. So
there'll be two more rounds and then a final.
It's two, and then the winner of the two, or the loser, fights, gets a consolation bracket.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it's the final. For the money for the pot.
Yeah. So Patsy. So for this, we're just gonna go ahead and roll d6s again. The lowest one will go to the second bracket. So Patsy rolled a 3 on a d6, And Jethro got a 5.
I'll roll. I got a 4.
4. Okay. So you kind of, Patsy's just like, all right, well,
And so does Patsy get the buy or the consolation bracket?
So Patsy's going to get the consolation bracket. And you kind of watch for a second. Go ahead and give me a stealth check there, Nana.
I don't know if it has to necessarily be stealth, but okay.
I mean, are you just being brazen about it?
No, just walking behind, just walking. I mean, we're all watching. I rolled a 13.
Okay, so just walking, I guess.
Well, I mean, I imagine we're all just kind of standing there at the edge waiting for our turn.
Okay, you see Jethro on the corner. Nana walks up behind him, and what do you say?
Oh, Nana is gonna just kind of put her hand on his back and just kind of whisper into his ear as doing this casting command and say, "I love the mud. Next time you go in the mud, you should lay down."
Go ahead and give me. Can you post command? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, with what I'm trying to do is basically just whenever he her command that whenever he touches the mud, he's just gonna basically forfeit himself.
My thing is do they, if they don't speak your language, is what I'm worried about.
Okay, yeah, it has no effect if it doesn't understand your language. What are they? What are their weapon or their languages? What is it? Is it specifically Bullywug?
It is specifically Bullywug.
So they've been competing all of this time, and they have no idea what their language is.
Yeah, they're just little scamps.
Wrassiln.
They're just like wrasslin.
Wrassiln
The
transcends.
language they speak is wrasslin.
Well, shit.
We've understood them so far, and they haven't, we haven't understood their language. It's been fine.
Well, fuck, never mind then. I was trying to do some sneaky grandma shit, but that's not gonna work. Never mind.
It was a very good idea.
I was trying to be helpful.
But
Never mind.
None of them have spoken a word of common since you guys have been here, unfortunately.
Well, shit.
I'm gonna make my way back over to Jethro. And I'm gonna point at him again. I'm not gonna point at him, I'm gonna strike a different pose. Right? I'm gonna put my hands on my hips. I'm gonna be like, you think you can disrespect Terry Bourne like that and get away with it? And then... How about how far away are we?
That's up to you. It's like, describe to me what you're trying to do.
I mean, I'm just gonna stand, get up to 10 feet away, you know.
Okay.
And then say it.
Okay.
Like a good starting distance.
He is going to kind of lean back just a little bit, point a flipper at you, and you hear. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Yeah.
Well, Dustin, related,
13.
unrelated. So what I was trying to, instead of command, was actually suggestion. Suggestion doesn't say anything about the language that they speak.
I got a 14.
Hold on. Let me see. You were trying to do suggestion?
Yeah, it's suggestion, not command. Suggestion's a sentence, command is a word.
Let's see.
Yeah, it says nothing about having to understand the language.
Look, babe, you go both ways.
Hi, Callum.
I can hear and understand you.
Well, shit tits.
Well, mark the second level spell slot instead of the first. I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's not gonna work. I feel like Nana would understand that. It's just Brianna doesn't understand that.
Well, but you also don't know that they don't speak common.
Yeah.
No, okay, I'll call. All right, I'll mark one.
It was a very good idea. I'm sorry.
It just fizzles out. They save. They're on the wisdom save because they don't know any better.
Okay.
I got a 14 on the initiative.
With a 13, you will act first. What do you do?
All right. I'm gonna try and get into like a lock with him. You know?
Okay. Running up to him and trying to like just scoop him up, he flexes and you see his muscles ripple. The little tadpole on his shoulder pops back up again, waiting for its turn to try and take out your eyes again.
Okay.
But
so I'm gonna. Okay. So the thing pops, the little tadpole pops up, right? But I do close the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have I used my action yet?
You have not. You've just used your movement, which this is difficult terrain, so I'd say from 10 feet, that is the majority of your movement.
I'm gonna go to knock. I want to knock the tadpole off his shoulder with like a regular attack.
Okay.
Let's see. How do I roll for that? Is it just a flat?
Just make an attack roll. Add your like if you're just trying to like punch it. What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to like punch it off.
Okay, yeah. Give me an attack roll. Add your proficiency modifier and your strength bonus.
Okay. So I'll just roll the hand axe for an attack. 22.
You hear the sound of like almost like a squeaky toy deflating as you hear ring as you hit it, and then boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom,
Wait, so
as it skips across the water.
I do a like roundhouse kick and knock the tadpole off as it like goes to jump on his shoulder, and then I'm gonna action surge.
Oh god.
I'm gonna go to wrestle Jethro.
Alright. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. I'm gonna do opposed something.
I got a 25.
You got him. What do you do?
I roundhouse kick the tadpole off his shoulder, and then I'm gonna suplex him.
So you watch as you like you like a roundhouse kick this this tadpole off. It goes bouncing across the water. He staggers for a second. You turn, you put your back into it there, you grab his head, his eyes bulge out. You see he's just like, and then you go and you do like a stone cold stunner on his back. He flips over, splashing into the water. KO.
I'm gonna just turn around and walk away. I've settled this one.
It's that moment as you're walking away from the water, he lets out this like gush of air as he just like was all puffed up, and he deflates to like the normal size of a regular bullywug. Seems that he was just only puffing himself up this whole time, and there's almost a small explosion of water as he lets all this air out.
Oh.
At this point, Patsy is just like, alright, that's okay, I'm a little nervous now. Well, let's do it. And then she just kind of like, if you're ready, I am. And she's just like, starts like moving around on the water, excited for a new challenger.
Doesn't now she has to fight Jethro again? Or is it just going straight?
Well, let me roll. I forgot this is a loser bracket. Yep, with that one, Jethro being deflated and more ways than one, she just kind of easily dunks him. All
right.
And as we move on to the final bout, you versus Patsy.
Can I, before it starts, can I kind of swing around to behind Patsy and also get in the water like the other bullywugs were doing against me?
Sure, give me a stealth check.
Sweet. Good at those. Ooh, I rolled a 14. What is my stealth? Hit it. That's a 19.
With a 19, you quietly slink into the muck. It's like, describe what you're trying to do. Like, I know you're trying to get around her. Are you just like staying still in the water? Are you trying to get to her? What are you trying to do?
I'm not trying to get to her yet. I'm just trying to be, you know, when alligators, like, their eyes are just above the water. I'm trying to like keep my nose just above the water so that I can breathe a little bit, but I'm gonna like hop in the water. What I'm gonna do is maybe get her from behind under the water while she's distracted with Perry and knock her off balance while they're fighting.
Okay. So I'll say for the purposes of this, we're going to do this next round a little different. We are actually going to use the battle map here. Let's see. How do I...
Has Ray made it back from the bathroom yet?
He does not.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Alright, how do I make a token? It says it's copy to clipboard. Can I just, like, sploot a token out?
I'm calling using the bathroom from now on.
Loot a token.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, how? No. This is so unintuitive. I'm sorry. I've got the thing. How do I use it as a token?
For what it's worth, it still hasn't loaded. So I can't see it anyway.
Hold on, I gotta Google this.
I have this fucking song in my nightmares tonight.
You're welcome.
You might be able to just... I think it might just be pulling... Oh, it's under... There's a macro in the compendium that says create named token.
Like, the thing is I've got the... Hold on, let me just Google the damn thing. I just do this. That'll do it. Alright. Wait, what?
Well,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Crap. Did it overwrite something? No, it made it look like a bullywug. Whatever. I'm
you
still
choke
figuring this out. This particular bullywug is
what did you
Patsy.
try doing?
I just wanted to try and like drag and drop the token onto the map, but when I do, it turns it into a bullywug because I guess I hit the wrong thing.
What token? Is it the like?
It's a stat block that I'm using for Patsy.
Oh, because I know there's like under the macros you can like, drag an empty token and then name it, but I don't. But no, I don't think it has any of the like the stat block tied to it. You can
If I do this, does that bring up? Okay. I don't know. Or whatever. This is Patsy.
Okay.
Yeah, Patsy. Just make her really big so we know the difference.
See, I'm going to... I'm just going to delete the rest of the bullywugs. Maybe that'll do it. There we go. You know which one Patsy is. I'll fix that later.
Let it in post.
Nope. Okay. So, Torbjorn, get into the pit. It is time.
I was born in the pit.
So now, as we begin the final bout of the Wuggin Arena, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Me too.
I got a 6.
With a 19, Patsy is going to go first. Let's see.
I'm biding my time.
Now to figure out how to move tokens.
Oh,
But do you not have privileges to just select it with the top left and then move it around with your mouse?
I did do that, but I'm like...
There
Okay,
we go.
alright. I want measurement.
Token control, and then the bottom right.
Control, click, and drag. Okay. Okay.
I can't remember how we were doing it before.
I got it to measure right, so it's fine.
Okay.
Alright. She is going to attempt to. She comes like almost underneath the water a little bit. It's that like clipping thing where she's got like her feet in and it's almost like pushing off of it. It's these like skating strides as she gets closer and closer. And it's going to go straight towards like jumps up and tries to like push your shoulders back to splash you down into the water.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be a 22 that you need to beat.
A 22 to beat?
Yeah.
A 20.
I'd say with that close of a thing, I will give you she pushes you back, you stumble, your foot starts to slide a little bit. Go ahead and give me a dex save. You'll have to beat that 22 to be able to save yourself from splashing into the water.
I don't want to. Can I make a constitution save instead to steel myself?
Well, okay, so you've lost your footing.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a good argument. How are you?
Okay, well no, okay, if I've already lost the footing.
Because she jumped up, pushed you from the top, and like you were sliding in the slick mud and starting to fall back. Like, if you can give me a good argument, I'll give it to you. But you gotta make your case for why it should be Constitution
How
and not
deep
a
is
dex
this
save.
water?
It's like for you in particular, it's like mid calf deep.
Okay.
But it's that like silty kind of like gross mud.
The thing is, there's like, I need a natural 20 if it's a dex save.
I just need to make a case. You can make a case for it. If you can convince me that you deserve a con save instead of a dex save, I will give it to you. But you gotta.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is making a strength save to catch myself from falling down completely into the water with my arms.
Okay, so maybe like a backhand handspring.
Yeah, exactly, like a handspring.
Okay, I will give you a strength save, and the moment you have, you're just struggling like, oh god, am I gonna go right under again? So you reach back and try and shove your hand in to try and springboard off of it to save the momentum and spin up to try and go against her.
Oh, I don't make it.
And as you put your hand into the water, it slides out from underneath you, and Patsy just kind of jumps on top of your chest and says, well, that was fun, as you bloop, sink into the water, defeated.
Those initiative rolls are killer.
She kind of like giggles, jumps off, and runs towards the center of the arena and picks up the shiny rock. Says, it's mine today, y'all have to get it back for me tomorrow. And she kind of like happily skips out of the arena. The bullywugs just kind of like look dejected and sad, and they waddle their way towards the edge of the woods.
Can I try and catch up with her real fast? And yeah, and just wow, that was really, really cool, Patsy. You're so cool. Can I offer you a trade? And I pull out the Werthers.
She looks at it, and she looks at the shiny rock, and she goes, I mean, oh hell, is that candy?
It is candy.
Oh man.
And if you trade me for that rock, I know how to get more, but can't get more unless I have that rock.
Go ahead and make either a persuasion or deception check, because there's some truth and some lies in there.
Yeah, my persuasion is better.
Honestly, where's the lie, though? She can get more if she can go back.
Yeah.
She looks at it.
Mountains of wares.
Tell you what, you get me a different shiny rock, I'll trade you this one and that one. And I mean, it doesn't have to be this one. We just need something to keep the wugs coming back so we can wrestle them. You get what I'm saying? But I'll trade you this one if you can give us something or something that we could use a new rock.
I kind of dig through my pockets. Do you want some ball bearings? They're kind of shiny.
Whoa. I ain't never seen so many round things like that in my... Shoot, here you go. And then she just grabs the entire bag of ball bearings, gives you the shiny rock. They're going to love these things. And then takes the Werther's ritual. Thank you. And then she just kind of scampers off.
Got it.
In the distance, you see her immediately take out one of the ball bearings and just starts throwing them at all the other kids. And there's just a ball bearing fight in the middle of this pit now. They're all in pain.
Created a monster.
Yeah, I'm just gonna delete the ball bearings from my backpack.
Yeah, they're gone. They're completely gone now, and you might have also caused a problem for the town now.
But hey,
Damn, brings a tear to my eye.
but hey, I got it. And I kind of hold it up to the rest of the group, and I wave it, like, Oh my god!
Wow. We should really get back to town. I can only keep this disguise up for a couple more minutes. Let's go.
About the time as you
worried
guys
about Ray?
begin to walk away, I'd say you hear Patsy just kind of shout and like, anybody seen Ray? Ray!
Shit.
I'm gonna run into the woods in the direction he went.
And I'd say with that action, we're gonna end that tonight.
Yay!
Oops.
Just love like this whole like battle thing for just like here's some shinies.
That was my plan all along. I knew I had no way of winning this thing, but I was like, I can trade some shit.
Patsy is absolutely now a crow in my head.
I love Patsy.
It's the trade of like a shiny rock or a bag full of weapons. Like, of course she's gonna take the bag full of weapons.
Well, I don't worry too much because it's covered in mud. They're little ball bearings. Like they're all gonna be missing in like 2 days.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah. They might have a handful between them, because there were 1,000 in that bag. But...
Oh shit!
God! Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back like years later. There's just gonna be no windows.
I mean, there aren't any now.
We're only pulling out a handful.
There's just holes in doors.
All right, so everybody say bye to Craig.
Bye, Craig.
Bye, Craig.